Greetings, my brothers and sisters. Sabbath Shalom. You know we keep the Sabbath. Come on in, sit on down. Sabbath Shalom. You can put the food in there on the table. Thank you, sister. Right now we are getting ready to move forward with the Sabbath meeting. Welcome to Tikkun Olam, Yahweh's Way. And I am Aholah, pastor, sister, friend, Aholah. And our outreach ministry is here in my home. And today's Sabbath, if you're interested in coming, 566 West Princeton Avenue, Youngstown, Ohio. Also, phone number 330-518-5737. And we do keep the Sabbath in the name of Yahweh. So, starting with the program, which is called A New Step Up for Life, and this is called Jesus versus Yahshua, or Yahshua versus Jesus, which is the correct name. Okay, and what is true? What is true or false? And it says, what is the true name of the Messiah? Some people say it's David. Some people say it's Jesus. Some people say, it's Yahshua. Okay? And the definitions for the name Yahshua is an action word. Like Jason runs, Jason sees. It's an action word, like Yahshua saves. Yahshua is a word that in the Hebrew dictionary means an action word. Now the word Jesus, that name is a European Greek name, like Zeus, and the letter J is only, don't get me wrong, 600 years old. So there's no J's in Hebrew. There is only J's in Greek and in Latin and English. So, which is correct? And it says, what is the true name of the Messiah? Now, in the Bible, or the Holy Scriptures of Yahweh, it talks of David being the Messiah, and David being redeemed from the pit of hell. Because it says in Psalms that, and don't quote me on this, but I will get back with you. I knew that, my Father would not leave my soul in hell. I know that Yahweh would not leave my soul in hell. Because, see, David wasn't all perfect as the Bible talks about, as the Holy Scriptures talk about. And I'll get with you on that. The Wad, they kept some of his information out of the Holy Scriptures. And just like a lot of us are being called forward, chosen to speak Yahweh's words only. And David spoke the words of Yahweh, but a lot of David's information they also left out of the Holy Scriptures, like Solomon's. Some of Solomon's information is in the Catholic Bible, and why they did that, I have no idea, but now I'm gathering up all these books, but just to keep to be right, to know what the word says. You know, like they haven't even told us about the Anunnakis. You know, the Anunnakis, the ones that came from Nibiru, the 12th planet. And anything that comes from another planet outside of this realm, they're going to be darker than you and me. But on the top of that, they also going to be like mighty ones. You know, mighty individuals that talk, that eat, that walk, you know, that has families. You understand, that keeps the laws, the Sabbath, because that's going to be in their DNA. Hey! Yeah, come on. That's going to be in their DNA. So anything that comes out of this galaxy is going to be darker than you and me. And just to be up with you, I've been reading the book of Enki, okay? In the book of Enki by Zachariah Stinson, oh, it's upside down, sorry. The book of Enki from Zachariah Stinson, it talks about beings that look like you and me, doctors, physicians. Those is the ones that got the caveman and mixed their DNA with them. Okay, we talking about the lost book of Enki. These are gods that came and set up a whole, a brand new world. Their world is underwater right now. We're talking about the Arcadians, Cimmerian. I don't know if I'm saying that name right, but Sumerians. We're talking about the Sumerians. And we're talking about the beings like Enki, and there's a lot of things that's in this book. And I will be getting back with you about this. And they also created some people using their own genes. And some of those people's genes, their DNA is in us today. You understand, brothers and sisters? So, I just wanted to bring that up to you. It's called the Lost Book of Enki. And they're also called the Anunnakis. And the Anunnakis are the ones from another planet. They all came down as a unit. And they look just like you and me. And in the Bible, they talks about chariots. The chariots are the vehicles, the space vehicles that they use from another planet. But they don't want to tell you that, though. You understand? And why they want to hide it, I have no idea. But see, our people refuse to read. This book that's called the Lost Book of Enki, they got a lot of information in here about the first creation, alongside what Yahweh did, the upright ones in Eden. And then they also talk about the twin cities. But see, man, Gentile, the pale man, has come because Yahweh has put him, the wicked man, in authority over a lot of things. But his time has come to an end, whether you believe it or not. Because Yahweh is the breaker. The breaker is on the move to break up a lot of stuff that's been going on. And the Lost Book of Enki has a lot to do with it while they're trying to keep it on the low. And I will let you know what's going on in this book, because it has a lot to do with you, the melanated man, 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons. That's you, the melanated man, the one that's getting killed and slaughtered on the street because you refuse to learn who you really are, where you're supposed to be, and what you're supposed to be doing. You missing it. You always have been missing it. I'm talking about the melanated man with melanin. You understand? Anything that comes from another galaxy Nuberan. Let me slow down. The 12th planet. The Nuberans. Nibiru. Anything that comes from Nabaru, that is a man that's darker than you, and he's a superman. Hey! He's a superman. So you need to get in contact with the superman that's in you before they annihilate you. Okay, brothers and sisters, so when we come back, we're going to be on the new step up for life, and this deals with what is the Messiah's real name. Because see, quiet as it's kept, America and across the globe is worshiping many gods. I'm talking about they're worshiping Jesus, and they also worshiping the title Lord, and then God or D or GUG. I mean, they worshiping a lot of gods right now. And the one that you really should be worried about is the one that brought the Israelites out of Egypt. The one that caused Moses' face to shine. The one that talked to Moses face to face. The one who fed the Israelites quail. I'm talking about that one. Because Jesus don't have nothing to do with that. And God, that's not who he is. You need to study that word. Yahweh. That's who I'm talking about. That's who's doing this right now. That's who put this whole system in the hands of the wicked ones. The wicked ones are the ones who is ruling right now. These beings is judges. They work on a political system. They have a political team. They meet behind closed doors. They also work on witchcraft, on every ID, on every birth certificate, on everything that you own. They know about it. And believe me, they worked with witches and warlocks and spells then behind closed doors, and they're doing it right now today. Guess what? Peace out, brothers. I'll get with you again. Shalom, shalom. And this is Aholah, pastor, sister, friend. Now, you can also send me an email or text me. My phone number, 330-518-5737. We have Sabbath every Sabbath. And I'm not talking about the man-made Sabbath that's going to get you in trouble. Peace out.